Okay, imagine you're a biker, right? You love going out at night, riding with the gang. You have a leather jacket, tatted up arms, loves to smoke, and that is your nightlife and your night job. But by day, you switch it up. You're a priest. You cover up your arms with a robe. You have clean skin, well cut, preaching the word of God, and you love to wear cacao lotion. Full 180. And that's exactly what this fragrance smells like. Amouage, royal, tobacco. It's a deep, complex masterpiece of a fragrance that switches from being dark to light throughout the day. It's so interesting. Number 2 is Amouage Royal Tobacco and Acquired Taste Masterpieces. This is such an interesting fragrance, and I think most people would agree who have had a journey with this fragrance agree that it's a masterpiece that grows on you. This is so much different than when I first smelled it. This is a very dense, heavy fragrance with layers. That is for sure. It is so interesting. It is so interesting. Because at first when I smelled this, I thought it was too sweet. I thought this smelled like the little chocolate lotion you would find at Walmart, or like the chapsticks. I thought it smelled like that, and I was immediately turned off. I thought this was going to be more tobacco forward than I thought. I thought it was going to be more rugged, maybe something more like Parfum de Marly Herod, where this is definitely more tobacco forward. Maybe something more akin to like interlude. This isn't really tobacco. This is incense. Something like Noir Kogane. This is more tobacco forward, indeed. But oh my God, when I came back to this fragrance, I was like, let me try it again. Because I've heard a lot of people talked about this. This was one of the few amouages where I was like, I'm not really a fan of this at first. But when I revisited it, I sprayed it on skin. Because at that point, when I first tested it, I just sprayed it like on my arm, on here, and I kind of just wiped it off because I was like, I don't really want to smell like Walmart chocolate lotion for today. Not really feeling like it. And it was really hot outside too. So I came back to it, sprayed it on my arm, and I said, let me just try it for the day. And as the day went on, I enjoyed it. I actually really liked how complex this fragrance is. It does kind of smell a little like a candle in a way, but it's very spicy. You can smell the licorice. It does kind of remind me of Sauvage Elixir, but this is way more synthetic and this is not as interesting. It's still a masterpiece, but this is more mass appealing, where it has that licorice spice, really strong presence to it. But this is so much more creamy and elegant and classy. This is so good. And I really liked wearing this in the cold because it just fills the air with this very... I don't even know how to describe it. It's one of these fragrances where when it's in the air and you kind of smell it and experience it throughout the day, it's just an interesting fragrance. Kind of similar to Blonde Amber, where this one changes throughout the days from a really dark fragrance to a very sweet kind of floral fragrance. This one just has this dense air about it with layers. Like right now I'm picking up a lot on like sweetness in it. The tobacco's definitely apparent throughout the day, but it's not too much. And I think that's a really good thing for a fragrance like this, where it's just not too rugged. Because if something is too sharp, for example, like Herba Pura, it becomes very annoying to wear after a while. But this is just so smooth. So smooth. It's so smooth and so dense. The more you wear it, you kind of pick up on the little, like, either the spices or the licorice that's in it. And the licorice, it sounds weird, and I thought it was really weird too when I first smelled it. but it just works and adds this darkness. You pick up on the incense that's in this fragrance. The vanilla is definitely apparent. It just has, it's just a complex piece that it's hard to describe. It is tobacco, sweet, licorice, incense, but it's very heavy in a good way. And throughout the day, it never gets boring. This scent never gets boring at all. And it just smells good. It just smells really good. It's like the most luxurious lotion. You pick up on the nuttiness too. There has to be some nuttiness in here. I love this. This is addictive. I promise you, the more you smell this one, the more addicted you'll get. Because this is so phenomenal. This is so deep and dense. Very spicy. Yeah, you pick up on either the woods, the spices, the sweetness, the darkness from the incense, the licorice. This is one, it's hard to describe. You just have to experience it yourself. And you might not like it at first, which definitely was how I was when I first smelled it. I thought it was just a little too plain. But the more I smelled this and the more I kind of learned about it, the more I loved it. And that's kind of how the theme was with a lot of these acquired taste masterpieces, is you have to give them a chance or just revisit it later in your journey because you'll appreciate it a lot more. This is strong, but in a good, deep way that is interesting. 10 out of 10. A lot of people will agree who have stuck with this fragrance that this is an absolute masterpiece. It easily takes the number 2 spot. This was probably the second biggest comeback next to Ayami Monkey Special, which I hated even more at first. This one grew on me so much. Now I can't see myself living without it. Incredible. Dense, deep, sweet, spicy, dark. Very complex piece. Amouage Royal Tobacco is in the Hall of Fame for acquired taste masterpieces. 10 out of 10. Taking the number 2 spot in acquired taste masterpieces, we have Amouage Royal Tobacco.